I woke up at 6:15 this morning, and I get my arse to work. I've worked from 7:30 to 11:15 at night, right? 11:15, 11 o'clock. And now I'm on the drive after working 17 hours. Like 17 hours, 17.25 hours. I'm off to Edinburgh, right? Which is an 80-mile drive to then get the hotel, to then have 5 hours sleep, and then get ready to go for this Membarz event. Fucking 5 to 1 this morning. Made it to the fucking hotel. Gotta get off for 6 to get to this fucking Membarz event.
Fuck this.
What's the time there? About 10 to 8? I think 7:45, something like that. We're on our way, bruh. We're on our way. Cheeky grey goose in pink. I have a prob. 10 to 9, I think. About to move. Fucking knackered already. And maybe a little too drunk.
One a day till 100K. Look, I've been with plenty women, still don't know how women think. Been through the good and bad, really through the thick and thin. Sometimes I'm questioning the world that they be living in. Their standards be a fantasy to fan their public image. If it's Twitter, 6 figures isn't rich now, huh? But IRL, they gave it up for a chipped out blunt. I'd rather stay in the house and leave the bitch out front. I won't fit into your criteria list, now what? See, she say she like to sniff and hit a dab. I think Shawty wildin'. She go from power to the gas like she in a hybrid. Say she doesn't do this often, guess she got some mileage. She say she into Libras, I said I'm into silence. Come with baggage, I ain't carrying your luggage, bitch. She get to lying and she come up with the dumbest shit. Starts talking about my truth, I'm making fun of it. The greatest thing about truth is, it's only one of it,
Stop digging! Cammy, stop digging!
Hey yo, what's good? Cammygbr, we are here. First of all, apologies for my voice. It's a little hoarse, as they would say. It's just after the event, man, and loads of drinking afterwards. My voice is just a little bit on the sore end. So let's break down this event. Shout out Membarz only, Yandeezy, all the guys involved, the promoters, everyone involved in that event. Fucking amazing time. What a great event. Like, you know, with an event like this, especially as a newer league coming into it, it was great fun to be a part of, great fun to witness live, and it was an event with big ambitions. You know, you had Clips was going to host it. Did we know Clips was going to come to host it? Kinda not, but he came. You know, you had Jerry West, you had all these big names that were going to be involved versus UK talent, which is what we want. And there's only really a lot of times it doesn't work out. So when you've got these big ambitions, especially with, as of the current climate, URL talent that isn't coming over, for an event that actually has that URL talent over, and you know, business working well and everything going smooth, great events, like great battles, like fucking well done for Membarz, honestly. Like, well done for that. Fucking amazing time. And the guys treated me good, treated everyone in that event good. Like, just, I can't fault the event at all. I can't fault the decisions that they made. So, unfortunately, MK versus Crash and Renea versus 360 Hertz. 360 Hertz, is that how it is? I never understood it. Unfortunately, they didn't happen, but it was because as the event was running on, they had to prioritize certain battles, and I think that was probably the right call. Like, I was looking forward to MK and Crash. Crash was in the zone. MK was getting prepped, all that. They were literally about to hit the stage. They looked at the time, went, nah, we might need to change this. Might need to change the event there. Just because they needed to prioritize the internationals that have arrived. I think that was a right call, personally. And I don't know how many times I've ever witnessed that happen live, but sometimes that's probably a good call. Maybe just some of the ones that we can see again, you can push them back. That'll happen another event or something if if it means the event runs smooth and everything else happens. So yeah, I do agree with it happening, but it is a shame. If there was anything I could say negative about the event, it's that with the new fans needing to shut the fuck up a little bit while some of the battles are happening. Like, just a few times being hold it down, and like, that's just one of those things that happens. But the fact that there's new fans here, is I like to see that. So honestly, just an amazing time. Yen smashed it. They all fucking smashed it. It was just fucking awesome. And what a fucking gamble of an event. Like, you are like Membarz, you are a newer league, you're trying to be a part of the scene, and you're saying, okay, I need to try and get all these guys in, make this event legit, make it a proper thing. You have the balls to have a T-top that has battled the day before. You have fucking Jerry West, who's very much URL exclusive. In a lot of times with these URL guys, they don't come over, they don't come to these events. And you have fucking Bandit Montana, you know, you've got all these guys that are battling, and it's like, are they going to come over? And it all worked out. It all worked out. That's a fucking gamble. And booking is a gamble. I'm just so glad that everything happened as it did. Amazing time. I'll be looking forward to the next Membarz event. I think this is the event, or this is the league that I think an Easy the Block captain needs to come to. If it's not Easy versus Shotty, I think Easy needs to come over here and face Gemini. I think Membarz is the league for that. I'm throwing it out there because we'll see if that happens or not. There's a little insider, there's discussions, but I just don't know yet. I hope it does. There's little murmurs in the waters, nothing official, but see what happens. See what happens. Keep an eye on Membarz. Let's break down this whole event. STUTTZ versus ROTTWEILER. First of all, love the fucking energy. Love that shit so much. Oh my oh, no. I personally think that was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. Now, STUTTZ vs ROTTWEILER was an on-beat battle, and a lot of times I feel with on-beat battles, like, they don't quite get the mix quite right, or it's either a little too quiet or a little too loud. This battle was loud, but the mics were loud so we could hear the people, which I fucking loved. And you know what? It was just the first round, I think, was the wildest shit ever. But just constant energy. They keep falling out with each other. They keep arguing. You know, what you rapping for? Who the fuck are these guys? Everything happened. It was like watching a drama live. Like, some might say it was a bit of a car crash. I think it was perfect. I think it was an amazing way to start the event off. Just aggression. And you know what? There was lines and bars in there as well, but it was just the way that they were just at each other. It was acting like it was a big performance, and I fucking loved that. Like, just meeting Tom, going in there and seeing the event and going in and just seeing this first battle, we're like, what the fuck? You can't look away for a second, because you look away, bam, there's a fight. All of a sudden, there's pushing. Oh my god. And then the second round happens, and apparently ROTTWEILER's handing out letters with a picture of STUTTZ in a peculiar position. It was just the fucking maddest thing. It's like, though, they're exposing each other, angles. It felt like a normal battle, but on beat. It was just so chaotic. Like, I loved it personally. I know it was a bit of a disaster, but it was a great way to start the event. And I think that energy from the beginning helped a lot for this whole event. Oh my god. They were like pushing pushing each other. They had to clear them, and then we were about to get on with the next battle. But yo, UNAN kick Nelly. You're going to have to save this over here. How do you go after that? And then they brought the two back, and they finished the battle first, kicked UNAN and Kaale off, just to do it afterwards. Oh my god, it was so fucking brilliant. Oh, the pushing. They kept cutting each other off. Honestly, fucking incredible. Fucking incredible time. I hope that sees the light of day and people see how mental it was. I loved it personally. UNAN versus Kick. Now UNAN's just a fucking, he's just the man, isn't he? You know what? As much as you know, UNAN falls out with leagues, and you know he's definitely his own person and whatnot, and as much as he may hinder himself in battle rap, there will always be a space for UNAN in our culture, no matter what league. And he just showed off again about how good he is versus Kick. Like, an amazing performance. You know, Kick did well. I think Kick was definitely original enough in coming across with good angles, some questionable material at times, but he did actually well. If you're a fan of Kick, you're gonna like what Kick did. He did try a rebuttal where he was a professional wrestler and fell to the ground, which I didn't quite understand, but you know, that's a Kick move. I don't know, Kick did well. I think UNAN won. It was if Kick finishes now, it would be a shame. It would be a shame because I think Kick could ride the coattails of this a bit more and get himself a bit further in the culture. And UNAN just show that there's levels to it, and hopefully there's a learning experience there as well. I know, it's an enjoyable battle for sure. A couple of head scratchers, great punches at times from Kick, and UNAN just building momentum. He as he does, and I know UNAN was gassed about the performance. Kick was gassed about it too. They both did well. They both did really well. I think that's a UNAN clear. I think that was a UNAN clear, and I'm sure that Kick doesn't mind me saying that. I think the third can be debatable. I appreciate the third angle from Kick for sure. I really appreciate that. Is it enough to beat UNAN's third? Maybe, maybe not. That was a close round for sure, and I think at least the other two pretty clear for UNAN. But a good, enjoyable battle, great UNAN performance, and Kick showing his style tenfold. You know what? I want to make this a little bit as well for Charlie Clips hosting. Charlie Clips is a great host, isn't he? You know, as much as he's getting stick right now for the Fawn's performance, for a lot of these things, right? He is still the fucking man. Like, and I'll have my things that I'll say about Clips, that on how he comes across and what his style's like. Maybe he's a bit aged or whatnot, but you know what? He's the fucking man. He really is the fucking man. And like, he had a few moments that just had the crowd laughing. He argued with my man Jiraiya. Jiraiya is you know what, he's a Twitter fan. And you hear Trump's going, "This is a Twitter fan." And the whole face off, they're like arguing, like, because I think Jiraiya is a big fan of jazz, and so in doing so, it became a whole fucking argument and shit, and the crowd went crazy for it. I fucking loved that. What was another one that he did? After COBRA and Bandit, Clips grabs the mic and goes, "Yo, COBRA look like a superhero that saves nobody." Oh man, it was so crazy. It was so crazy. And you know, Clips just had these little clips with the quips, right? Bars. He was trying to say, "Oh yeah, I got this T-top in Gemini. I smoked both these guys." We just had these random little fucking digs at everyone. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, salute to them, because it's just salute to Clips, man. He's, you know what, he's a fucking character to say the least, and I'd be down to having him host more, like, and I hope that an advantage like that gets paid a little bit for hosting, comes over the UK because he is a good host. He is. He's funny as fuck. And you know what? He might be down on love in the US, but the UK fucking love him. Just as a battle rapper, as a person, I want to make sure give him that shout out because he's the fucking man. Of Bandit Montana versus Cobra. Now, Bandit did his thing for sure. Bandit absolutely did his thing. If you're a fan of Bandit, you're going to enjoy this in how in Bandit it's definitely straight with the punches, straight to it, kind of cutting out the fat, you know, references here and there, good performances. Bandit's the man. Bandit is the man. Now with Cobra, I've waited a second before talking about this. Cobra, it wasn't exactly a great performance from Cobra. I will say that. And I actually had a long discussion with them about this afterwards. I think Cobra is as also what he said to me, and I think we both agreed on it. He's trying to keep himself original in his style and what he does to make a line of separation. And I totally respect that. Absolutely. If you're in this battle rap culture, you need to find a way of being your own person. And Cobra is definitely doing that. He's definitely, I'm this guy. This is what, if you like what I do, this is what I do. I think, and I hope that I communicated this back well with him as well, is that in battle rap it is naturally competitive, and in battle rap we do follow winners. That's why Gemini is one of the best ever in the UK, because all he did was win for so long. And you know, whether it's Kojay's rise, because he won battles when he came back, we do tend to follow winners more often than not. Like O Solo in America, that's an anomaly. You know, maybe even Funky D is a bit of an anomaly. And Cobra, and speaking with Cobra about his point of references and whatnot, like he's not referencing battle rappers, he's referencing Nas, he's referencing these guys that he would look up to. Where I think the point tried to make for him is that you could lend yourself to the styles of battle rap and still be original. Like you could throw more punches in there, and you could still, you know, you could be you, but take reference from other things. Oh, he did this, he did that. But I think Cobra is so sold on being himself in every battle. I respect that it just didn't work this battle. And Cobra had lines here and there, but it's like he's trying to punch and he's got pillows on his fists because he's disadvantaging himself deliberately. Which is, it's kind of, there's a point of being original, but there's a point in battling. You know, if you're wanting more people to follow you in your rise in battle rap, which people know Cobra, they know him. They're just needing a bit more. I think he just needs a bit more kind of, not energy, because he does have energy. A bit more purpose in his rounds. You know, because a lot of times, like Cobra had angles for Bandit, but would they be exactly battle rap angles? Not sure. And a lot of Cobra was talking about himself as well, and the difference in intellect and whatnot. I seem to remember. I've not got the VOD. By the way, get the VOD. It's on Caffeine. It's like, I think it's 100 gold, which is technically £10. 10 quid. What have you got? You'll get a takeaway for 30, like 10 quid to watch 4 hours worth of battle rap. Fucking go for it. But with Cobra, I want him to win and succeed. And if he feels like he's going to do it with his style, I can't say no more about it. But I just think this battle in particular was a leapfrog test to go further. And you stuck to being, not you, I'm not as if I'm talking to Cobra, I'm talking to you guys that are watching. Appreciate you, by the way. But Cobra stayed on his box and didn't move from it, this is where he should have went a bit further. He should have pushed more. But as I was saying, Bandit cooked. Cobra, I think some of us are kind of looking at each other as like, what's he saying? I'm not sure. But Cobra said to me that he wants to be known as his original style, not copy anyone, and I respect that. I just wish this was the one where you went the next level with it. I think Bandit won. I would say that Bandit big choke in the first, like at the very start, which for me automatically does give Cobra the first round. I actually just took a second from middle of this recording because I take down notes at events and see if there was anything that I could recall for here. I think what I put on before going on to the next battle is like Cobra's concepts are so out there and so it's so not random. I think I wrote the word random, but they're so out of the box concepts that it's hard to connect with, and I think sometimes we need relatability in battle rap. So we're needing to, you say something, oh, I relate to, I don't know, something that we all go through. You know, when I did this morning, you know, when you go for a shower and you shampoo in your eyes and you're like, and it burns. I need something relatable. And I'm sure you watching it probably have had something relatable like that happen. And it just needed a little bit more to connect with Cobra in this battle in particular. The reason why I did this whole travel and what felt like, okay, this is why I have to come to this event. Jerry West versus Whisperz. Oh my god. What a fucking battle. Man. What a fucking battle. I honestly, if there's, as I said, 10 quid, if you're getting it for anything, literally get it for this battle. Get it for this battle. Fucking unbelievable. Like, Jerry went out there, cooked. Whisperz went crazy. Like, an amazing battle. This is so worth going all the journey. I'm so glad to witness it, be a part of it. Fucking amazing. Now, who won though? I really don't know who won this because this is the vibe I got from the event, from the day. I've not seen the VOD yet. I've bought it and I'm going to sit and watch it soon. The first round, Whisperz lost his fucking mind. Jerry cooked. Whisperz won the first. The second is very close, and Jerry gets the third. It was one of those that's just so fucking close. Oh my god. The energy's through the roof. Whisperz did that. See me on the 1,000. And just, I'm going Super Saiyan. Like, Whisperz energy is unbelievable. And Jerry just line after line after line after line. Bang, bang. Just incredible. Like, this, Jerry West, one, needs to be booked more often in the UK. Two, Whisperz is just showing his mettle now. Like, he is showing that he is worth something in this culture and needs the respect. He needs that fucking respect because Whisperz is the man. He's the fucking man. Like, now, I said this 2 years ago. I think a battle for West London, Gemini versus Whisperz. I'm throwing that energy out now. Battle, the best of West London. I try to think who else is West London. Ark, maybe West London. I can't quite remember. But I need this Gemini versus Whisperz in the future, man. Amazing battle. You know, in Clips joins in. Oh my god. Just, the battle was everything. The battle was what I thought it would be and a little bit more. What a fucking brilliant stuff, man. I can't gas this battle enough. So enjoyable. Everyone loved it. Probably battle of the night. Just amazing. Funky D versus Anderson Burrus. Now, if you're involved in the battle rap culture or you follow it, you've probably found out who Funky D is if you didn't know him already. You know, he's definitely a character. He's definitely out there. He's definitely, he will make you look silly, charismatic. He's, you know, he's all of these things. Maybe make him a heel character. What a sound fucking guy. It's the first time meeting him properly. what a sound guy Funky D is, eh? Like, yeah, he's so cool just to chill with and chat to. And you know what? He'll give you shit online, all the character stuff, but you know, he's tuned in. He is so tuned in to battle rap. And him taking this Anderson Burrus battle was going to be a big task for him. Just in general, a big task. And he fucking did well. Anderson's Anderson. You're going to get amazing performances from Anderson almost all the time.
Before I continue, I want to take a little second, and I notice I'm going to talk about Funky D quite a lot here, just to give Anderson his flowers. He was so fucking good. You know, really connected with the crowd. Probably a little more bar heavy than maybe the Gassed and other performances, but he did his fucking thing. Like, Anderson is crazy. Like, Anderson is surely becoming like an American Shuffle T, like with good approaches, good angles, and everything set up well. And I think that's a battle I'd want to see in the future too. Like, and very much a self-deprecating, but also it would be a battle that would be very interesting to me on how they approach each other, because I think they'll insult themselves first and then go at each other. Like, Anderson is just very, very fucking good, and just has a real concept of how to battle and how to take on people. He deserves his fucking flowers. What a guy. What a guy. Right, back to it.
And again, I think Anderson had won. Let's get that out of the way. I think Anderson won the first and the third. Funky took the second. Like, Funky had this this country, you my country, I can't get into your country, my country, and then it was like country and making all these other references. We got Anderson Turner. I'm behind Anderson. He looked at me, he's like, is he just saying the same word again and again? It's like, I'll break it down later. So, yeah, he did really fucking well, Funky. And you know what? Modest. It was okay enough. Funky, if you ever see him at an event, approach him. He's a good guy, okay? I know what he puts himself out to be. Sound as fuck. And I had to ask him afterwards, yo, who's next? What would be next if he is involved again? He just wants someone next that he can go bar for bar with. So he made the connection that all he's done is battle white people, which is fair, Georgie and Anderson. It's a fair connection to make, especially when them angles, to work around the angles that are obvious. Like, I respect him for saying that. And you know, I want to see someone that can keep the same energy with him. You know, if there was a way of getting Talks back, I would love to see Talks on Funky D. Like, I think you just need someone who can keep the momentum that Funky can, because Funky has the crowd, and there's still areas that he can work on for writing and whatnot, but the performance is all there, like the aggression, projection. For him having a second battle online, like, you know, like in our modern format, Funky does walk around like a veteran, and I think he said before, I used to battle all the time, it was my thing, did that, did this, did that. He proved it. He really proved it. I believe him when he tells me that he's battled way before, it was never on camera, because he held himself composed like a battle rapper, and it was no shenanigans, no pushing, just, you know, a bit close, a little shoulder bump, but professional. And I think Funky D might even took the advice. I said it, whether he watched it before, that if he pushed Anderson, that played into Anderson's hand, Anderson would be able to, he'll do clips and make anything out of it. He would really play into it. So, I'm really, really proud for Funky D, because that's a stock riser for him. It's a stock riser for Anderson too. Anderson did amazing. Like, it was just a great battle, and the energy all there. Really happy with them both. It's another good battle to watch on Caffeine for sure. It's Caffeine / Membarz only. VOD's there, like 10 quid. Them two battles alone are worth it. In the main event, T-Top and Gemini. Another good battle. I think the great thing about this event is that it really did go from, it went up the way. You know, obviously STUTTZ and ROTTWEILER, just the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. But the whole event went up the way, which I'm really happy for. That it was like UNAN's performance, you know, and like UNAN may have had performance of the night, low key, but like UNAN, Kick Nelly, Bandit, Cobra, and it climbed. Obviously, you know what I mean. The energy was going up, more people coming in. Like, it was really, really good to see that this event was getting the respect it deserved. So this main event happens, right? And give T-Top give him his flowers. That is 2 battles in 24 hours. Leaves politics as usual. Has performance of the night versus Chef Trez. Comes over to the UK battles Gemini. Tough task. I think cutting the fat off it, I think this was a clear win for Gem. But what were we expecting from T-Top? T-Top came here and he did well. He cooked, got reaction. You know, it was Gemini's rounds are longer, but I think there was a bit of a change in time, and Gemini's, nah, fuck that. I would be the same. I'll just keep my material. You've got another battle. You've made that decision. I'll have my material and whatnot. Hey, Gemini, you know, Gemini's second round is just disrespectful. I know there's a part of me that thinks Gemini feels bad for that round. Kind of similar to how Soul and Gemini ended up being. But you know what? Battle raps. Sometimes you just got to take that low-hanging fruit and just fucking make lemonade out of it. Like, just great performances from T-Top and Gemini, and a great way to finish off. You know, just incredible. As an event, this was really fucking good. You know, and you know, it's good, but my throat's fucked afterwards. You know, like, it's, you know, where there's reacting and having fun and shouting because the music. I'm, what are you saying? Hennessy and Coke? Can I get Hennessy and Coke? Like, oh, Hennessy and apple juice, by the way. Oh my god, I'm a changed man. That hits for me. So yeah, I think this event was amazing. The only thing I could say about this event, now that we've got a bit of a recap of it, is I could tell a lot of our UK battle rap culture people, there wasn't that many there. There was us bloggers that were there. I guess I'm a blogger. There's us that were there. You know, there was a good amount of fans there, but there wasn't the usual faces. You know what I mean? There was new fans, which I fucking love that. But this could have done with the regular faces too, but I think there was maybe a lack of belief that the event was going to go smooth, so people held back. It's sort of the vibe that I'm picking up. Go to these events, man. If it's got Membarz only, go. Membarz, go. You need to be at these events. Big card names, Membarz only, get to the event. Like, find a way, because they are legit. You know, and shout out the promoters as well, man. Again, these guys looked after me so well. These guys are all there. They're all putting the money in it, getting these guys over. Like, they're working with leagues, contract litigations. They're doing everything that they can. Get over to a Membarz event. Get over. Just an amazing time for being there with everyone. Oh, T-Top called out Maverick. I didn't expect that, especially because I'm behind T-Top. I'm like, yo, bruh. And T-Top had told me to tell Maverick to suck his mum. Right, that is the card. That is Membarz. Again, thank you for having me. Subscribe to the fucking channel. I will see you soon. Probably another watch or something. I don't know. I'll play around with something. Stay safe. Salute, soldiers.
I feel just how you feel tonight. Let me do what